Hey, what's up guys? Joshua here. Nowadays there are quite literally hundreds of different investing apps out there trying so hard to take your money from you. Unfortunately, all of these options can really quickly become overwhelming, and it's hard to know which of these apps are going to be best suited for you and to allow you to make money the easiest. And so I've taken the time to research the most popular brokers on the market today and create a list of the 5 best investing apps that you can use to invest your money. And we'll start right now with the first one at number 5, which is Acorns. I would say that Acorns is probably one of the easiest ways to invest your money in the stock market without having to do any work whatsoever. And that's because the app is not set up like a regular brokerage. You see, with Acorns, you can't buy and sell individual stocks. In fact, never once while investing with the app do you have to ever worry about what to invest in, when to invest, or even how to invest. Instead, Acorns is basically just a robo-advisor. When you first create your account with the app, it'll ask you various questions about your investing goals, age, and your tolerance for risk. It then takes all that information from you and then gives you 5 different portfolio options to choose from. These portfolios range from conservative to aggressive and are made up of low-cost iShares and Vanguard ETFs. You can choose from any portfolio that you want, and of course you can always change the option in the future if you want. Now, opening up an account with Acorns is free, but if you want the app to start investing for you, then you're going to have to get some cash into your account, and there's 2 different ways that you can do this. The first way, which is probably the most common way, is by utilizing their automated savings tool called Roundups. With Roundups, you can connect your debit card to Acorns and have excess change from every purchase be automatically invested in the Acorns app. With each purchase that you make, Acorns will automatically round up that purchase to the nearest dollar. So for example, let's say that you go and buy a cup of coffee for $1.50. Acorns will then round up that purchase to an even $2 and take the 50 cents difference and invest that money for you. Now, obviously, this is just pennies on the dollar, and it does add up a little bit, but if you really want to take full advantage of investing with Acorns, then you're going to have to manually deposit money into your account. And you can do this one of 2 ways. You can either set up a recurring deposit to have money automatically invested every single week or month into your Acorns account, or you can just manually move over lump sums of cash whenever you feel like it. I'd like to take a second now to discuss with you the biggest advantage and disadvantage of using Acorns. Starting with the advantage, which is that Acorns is incredibly easy to use and will get you started with investing quickly. You literally don't have to know anything about investing or stocks or the stock market and how they work in order to begin investing successfully with Acorns. Acorns will guide you through the entire process of setting up your investment portfolio, and then once your portfolio is set up, it'll start investing for you automatically in the back end of your life so that you never have to get your hands dirty. On top of that, the app's clean and modern user interface helps to make investing a lot less intimidating. However, the biggest disadvantage of investing with Acorns is that you'll have to pay a monthly fee to use the app. Acorns has 2 different subscriptions that you can go with. The personal plan comes with the standard brokerage account, but you'll also have the option to open up a retirement account if you want to, and it comes with a checking account that has some kind of fancy metal debit card. The family plan comes with all the same features as the personal plan, except with the family plan, you'll also get access to Acorns Early, which is a custodial investment account option for kids. Now, Acorns is the only app on this list that requires a monthly subscription, but if you want to start investing and using Acorns is going to be the best way to get you started, then I personally think that paying that monthly subscription is worth it if it can get you investing. And so in general, Acorns is best for hands-off investors who have no desire to manage their own investment portfolio. It'll also work for people who struggle to save money and need an app to force them to save. And then of course, people who have no desire to learn about investing but still want to start investing will really benefit from using Acorns. Hey, can you really quickly drop a like down below for the YT algo? It would help the channel out so much if you did that. Thank you so much. You're awesome. Next up at number 4 is Public. Now, Public is probably one of the most fun investing apps that I've ever used, and that's because they found a way to integrate a social aspect to investing that doesn't really exist in any other investing app. When you invest with Public, not only is it incredibly easy to use, but being able to follow other investors and see what people are investing in and engage with an active community in a Twitter-like fashion is definitely rewarding. And unlike the last app on the list, Acorns, which gives you 0 customization within your portfolio, Public gives you complete flexibility to decide what you want to invest in. So for example, you can invest in stocks or ETFs or even crypto. And because Public is a social investing app, you'll be able to see who your favorite celebrities and investors and YouTubers are investing in and then follow their lead. For example, I can see that Tony Hawk recently invested in Coinbase and Roblox. Now, if I trust Tony Hawk and his investing judgment, then I might want to invest in those stocks as as well. Now, one of the biggest advantages of Public is arguably the social aspect that the app brings to investing. Like when you log into your Vanguard brokerage account, you don't get to see what your friends are investing in or see what types of stocks they're talking about. But Public has completely changed that. And I believe that a new generation of investors who were once afraid to invest are finally starting to invest because of the app. Now, the biggest disadvantage of Public is their lack of investment account options. As it currently stands, you can only open up the standard brokerage account with Public. They don't offer any type of retirement account like the Roth IRA or traditional IRA. They don't offer any type of custodial accounts or education accounts. This, of course, can be a deal breaker if you're looking to use your investing app to invest for retirement or perhaps to invest towards your kid's college fund. With Public, you can't do that, and so you would have to look somewhere else. So, what type of person should use Public? I would say definitely beginner investors. And if you want that sort of social aspect of investing that you won't really find on other investing apps, then you should use Public. However, I also think that Public would be good for long-term investors who don't really plan to buy and sell their investments a lot, but rather are holding for a very long time. Because Public lacks probably 90% of the investing tools and features offered on more advanced investing apps, it's definitely not an ideal app for active traders or day traders who buy and sell their investments often. And coming in at number 3 is M1 Finance. M1 Finance offers a really unique combination of automated investing found in apps like Acorns with a high level of customization that allows you to create your own custom portfolio tailored to your specific needs. With M1 Finance, it all starts with pies. No, not those pies, but these pies. A pie is essentially just a portfolio containing low-cost ETFs and individual stocks. And so with M1 Finance, you have the option to completely customize your portfolio or your pie however you want using a broad selection of over 6,000 plus stocks and ETFs. And your pie is complete once you've selected investments that make up 100% of the pie. So for example, I could build a pie that contained 50% VOO, 25% triple Qs, 10% Apple, 5% Tesla, 5% Amazon, and 5% Microsoft. All of that equals 100%. Or perhaps I just want to do 100% VOO or 5% VOO and 95% AMC. It's completely up to you because M1 Finance gives you 100% control over how exactly your pie is built and what you want to invest in. Or if you didn't want to build your own custom pie, you could also choose from one of M1's 80 expert pies. And expert pies are just pre-built pies that track specific investment styles, sectors, and even hedge funds like Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway. Overall, M1 Finance is probably one of the best investing apps for both beginner investors and experienced investors. Now, the biggest advantage of M1 Finance is without a doubt how easy they've made it to build custom portfolios. Typically, when you build your own custom portfolio at other brokers like Fidelity or Vanguard, there are no fun charts to look at. There are no easy to understand graphics and clean user interfaces. But with pies, building a custom portfolio becomes fun and it removes most of the fear involved with investing. The biggest disadvantage of M1 Finance, though, is the extreme limitation that they place on making trades. So when using M1 Finance, there's only 2 times per day that you're allowed to initiate or execute trades. One time before 9:30, which is when the stock market opens, and then one time before 4 p.m. in the afternoon, which is when the stock market closes. And to make matters even worse, that afternoon trading window, the 4 p.m. trading window, is only available to M1 Plus members, which requires a $125 per year subscription. So I don't know about you, but for me personally, even if I'm not actively making trades on a daily basis, I still like to know that I have the option to log into my broker at any time during the day and execute a trade. Now, in terms of who should use M1 Finance, I would say it's probably best for investors who have a little bit of experience investing and don't need a lot of hand-holding. Additionally, experienced investors who want to manage their investments will also love M1 Finance. But also, because of M1's automated investment management features, even beginner investors would appreciate M1 Finance. And we are quickly approaching the end here. Coming in at number 2 on the list is Webull. Webull is definitely going to appeal to more experienced investors who are comfortable with using tools like level 2 market data and stock screeners and technical indicators and really in-depth charts. Webull is also a lot like Robinhood in that the app appeals to new and casual investors who expect a great mobile experience. Webull's sleek user interface and access to zero commission trading on stocks, ETFs, options, and crypto make it a serious contender in the world of stockbrokers. And as I mentioned, it also appeals to experienced investors and traders because of its overwhelming number of tools, extended trading hours, and in-depth advanced ordering screen. And unlike a lot of the other brokers on this list, with the exception of Public, Webull does give you access to crypto. At the time of recording this video, Webull has 11 cryptos available to buy and sell, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, and others. Now, unlike some of the other investing apps on this list like Acorns and M1 Finance, Webull does not have any type of automated investing services. Instead, you simply invest in individual stocks and ETFs and build your portfolio completely from scratch. Now, one of the biggest advantages of Webull is definitely their superior mobile app. Of all of the investing apps that I've used over the past couple of years, and I've used a lot of them, I don't think I ever used an app that had the ability to combine a clean, minimalistic look and feel alongside advanced trading options like charts, indicators, and a full service trading window. Typically, apps and brokers that offer these types of advanced features are going to skimp on good design. And saying all that, the app still isn't perfect. One of the disadvantages of investing with Webull is that it doesn't give you access to invest in mutual funds, futures, or the foreign exchange. However, my guess is that 9 out of 10 people watching this video are only going to be interested in investing in stocks and ETFs, and so not being able to invest in those other assets is not going to be a deal breaker for you. So what type of person should use Webull? It's pretty clear that Webull is competing with other apps like Robinhood for new investors, and so I would say new investors can definitely use Webull. It's also clear that Webull wants to win over experienced investors and active day traders who appreciate a mobile-first brokerage. And finally, the number one investing app and brokerage on this list is Fidelity. Now, Fidelity is number one on the list not because they're definitely the oldest brokerage on the list, but because they offer the most features, the most tools, and they give you access to invest in virtually every type of asset class. It's very clear from the moment you go to the Fidelity website or open up the app that they offer a nearly endless amount of services and investment products. For example, for people who are brand new to investing and need somebody to hold their hand throughout the entire process, Fidelity offers services like Fidelity Go, which is their robo-advisor service that helps you to build a completely customized strategy based on your financial goals. And for people who are not new to investing and want complete control over their investment portfolio, Fidelity's standard brokerage account will let you build your own completely customized investment portfolio from scratch. Or you could also choose from any of their other investing accounts ranging from IRAs to custodial accounts, HSAs, trust accounts, charitable giving accounts, 529 accounts, and even annuities. And unlike other established brokers like Vanguard or Charles Schwab, Fidelity's website and mobile app are actually pretty decent. So, what is Fidelity's biggest advantage? Honestly, it's hard to say because Fidelity has so many good things going for it, but if I could only choose one advantage, I would say it's the ability to access a broad selection of investments. Because Fidelity is a traditional broker, you'll have access to invest in stocks, ETFs, REITs, bonds, CDs, options, treasury securities, annuities, and on top of that, Fidelity has some of the best research tools available, has a very highly rated mobile app, and some of the best customer service around. And so with all of these great things going for Fidelity, should you just completely ignore all the other 4 apps that we just talked about and go with Fidelity since it's clearly the best option? Well, not so fast. One of the big disadvantages of Fidelity is that because it's an older, more traditional brokerage, it can feel a tad bit clunky and even archaic when using it. Unless you're already an experienced investor and you have experience with using other older brokers like Vanguard or Charles Schwab, then I think that using Fidelity can be a little bit intimidating. Unless you plan on using one of Fidelity's managed account services, you'll be forced to navigate your way through a clunky and outdated user interface. And so that begs the question, who should use Fidelity? Fidelity can be a really good brokerage for a wide range of investors depending on which of the investing products you go with. For example, if you're a beginner investor, then you can get started investing hassle-free using Fidelity Go. And then of course, experienced investors and active day traders will thrive on Fidelity with their massive selection of investments, research tools, and stock market tools. But ultimately, the choice is going to be up to you to decide which of these brokers is going to fit your specific needs and your investing style and your lifestyle. Okay, so that's all I've got for you guys in this video today. Hey, listen, if you found some value and you have not already dropped a like down below for the YT algo, please remember to do that if that's something that you're into. You guys are awesome, and I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you again very soon. Take care.